All right, so this is the show after the show, and like Garrett and I said, we're probably going to just sit down and talk about some of our favorite video games, and some of the experiences that we've had with them that really have impacted our lives and our gaming world. So, Garrett,
yes,
I figured the way we would actually put this is we could go by console.
Okay.
So, both of us have had a lot of experience with the 64.
Yes.
So, what were some of the games that made, other than GoldenEye? Well, let's start with GoldenEye.
I was gonna say GoldenEye was my favorite, so GoldenEye. Hey. Anyways,
I never really played the story of GoldenEye.
Oh,
I played multiplayer pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
Because my friends had it.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go over to their house and play GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And get really jealous when they had the good guns.
I know, right? Well, I know me and my cousins would play through the story mode of it, and we would use cheat codes from one of the cheat code manuals, and just have a blast.
I used to get Game Informer.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I would I would collect them, so I would have all the cheat codes in the back of the book.
Yeah.
I really want to try the re-release of GoldenEye. You know, that new, they've added multiplayer again.
Yeah.
And you can run it on, I think it's the Unreal Engine.
Yeah. That looks pretty fun, doesn't it?
Oh
my gosh.
Relive memories.
Bring back the dream.
The guy's actually working on the whole thing.
Oh, really?
They're going to re-release the entire game, but on a higher graphics engine.
Oh, wow.
And, run it on PC.
I will definitely be getting that.
I will be getting
that.
But they'll be redefining it. You know how GoldenEye was technically an isomorphic game?
Yeah.
Isomorphic? Isometric?
Isometric.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, they're actually making this one in true 3D.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah. So that makes me happy. And then I played a lot of Legend of Zelda.
Of course.
I played that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I had that weird Olympics game.
Yeah, you told me about that. That was
It was hard because it was one of those games where you for the pole vaulting, it was A, and you sat there and you stuck the controller on the ground and you just sat there and you tapped over and over again.
Yeah.
And it was stuff like that, so it was a button combo game.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, it was mildly entertaining.
Yeah. I know a game I played a lot also was the Army Men series.
Yeah.
Sarge's Heroes and all that.
Was that on 60?
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
still have the cartridge at home. I got it. Still got my 64. Ready to hook it up, play it again.
Dude, we need to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
The first time I played Sarge's Heroes, it was on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
They ported it to PlayStation. And it's weird for me to hear that it's on the 64 because I didn't really think of it as a 64 game.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, might as well.
Yeah.
Were you a big PlayStation fan? Did you have a PlayStation?
I did not have a PlayStation, but I used my cousin's PlayStation a lot. I did have a PlayStation 2 down the road. Yeah. But, yeah, I did play the PlayStation quite a bit with my cousin.
I played PlayStation for years until, it was 2 years after the PlayStation 2 came out that I finally stopped playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I had, the 3D Frogger, and I had Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
All 4 of them. Had Spyro, all 3 of them.
I was going to say, the only game that really sticks out for me for PlayStation is, because it was all my cousin would ever play when I was with him, was Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
So,
that corner cam.
Yeah. I'm stuck with those memories of that. I didn't get to play the fun games like Crash Bandicoot and all that, but my golly, I got to play a lot of Resident Evil.
I played Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
And that was the first game that legitimately scared the death out of me.
Same.
I was I actually stopped the game.
3, but, yeah.
And then, Sarge's Heroes.
Yeah.
I played that.
Mm-hmm.
I played Star Wars.
Was it Dark Forces?
Dark Forces, yeah. The one that had 3 stormtroopers on the front of the cover.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun game.
Yeah.
I had Star Wars Pod Racer.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
That game was unreasonably hard. I could not stand it. It also, I think that one came out on the 64 as well. Actually,
I believe so. I'm not sure, to be honest. I never played it. So,
that game was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was stupid, but it was hard and it was fun.
Stupidly hard.
Stupidly hard and fun. But yeah, and then there were several others that I played a couple Final Fantasies on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I played one of the really popular RPGs, Legend of the Dragoon, on that one, which was one of 2 games that had 4 discs for me.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I loved that though. I felt like I was like
monstrous amount of discs.
I felt like I was buying a book.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm now set for life.
What page am I on today?
There was actually, I had that problem with the Final Fantasy game that had the 4 discs. I was like, where am I at?
Yeah.
I don't remember anymore. Let's see. Was there? I don't know. There were several other. I played Medal of Honor Underground.
Yeah.
On PlayStation, which was a really, really bad game when I look back at it. Like, it was terribly made.
Yeah.
But it was really fun at the time. I hit the cheat. I always put it in the cheat code that gave me all the guns.
Yeah. It's a little fun, right?
Yeah. I always played with, like, I'd end just running around with the bazooka.
Yeah. I win. Period.
But then PlayStation 2 hit.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And I immediately fell in love. And I've played like well over 100 games for the PlayStation 2.
I know the feeling. Hitman Blood Money, The Predator, Concrete Jungle, Grand Theft Auto. A lot of Grand Theft Auto. Thank you, Tyler, again. Let's see, what else was there? My gosh.
Medal of Honor series.
Yes, Medal of Honor. The Max Payne series.
Max Payne.
Well, the first 2 anyways.
Sniper. The first Sniper came out. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think it was just called Sniper, wasn't it?
Was it? I'm not sure.
I know Sniper 3 is the one that has like the X-ray cam for the bullets and stuff, but
I'm not sure that Sniper actually came out on PlayStation 2.
I think,
to be honest,
the first one did.
Yeah, you're right.
I couldn't remember if it was Xbox or PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. You were right. I was thinking of the newer version. I'm sorry. That was my fault. So, anyways.
Let's see. Jeez, there's literally Need for Speed series.
Of course.
Burnout series.
All the Burnouts.
Turismo series.
So many games.
Yeah.
So many games. So little time.
Like, literally, it got to the point where I just lost track of what I had played. Played a lot of Japanese games on the PlayStation 2. That was the first time that I really got a lot of access to that, like the Japanese story style and the Japanese gaming system, if you will, like the way they did things. Because they had a lot of they really fell into the theatrical side.
Yeah,
like they really put a lot of emphasis on like, let's tell a story.
I remember one game that I don't know why it stands out, but I remember it very well for some reason. Matrix: The Path of Neo. I don't know why it's sticking out at me right now, but gosh, I remember that game. Didn't like it.
I never played it because it looked really cheap.
Yeah, I like the other Matrix game. That was cool. That was cool. I played that for the PC.
That was also the Guitar Hero.
Jeez, of course. Guitar Hero.
I never played Rock Band because I never had the money for it, but I played a lot of Guitar Hero. I was also that cheap nerd that used the controller instead of the guitar.
Oh, whatever works best.
Honestly, it was because I hated the clicky noise.
Yeah,
like I just
yeah,
because it was just like that ruined it for me.
Yep.
Let's
feel the cheap plastic.
Yeah. It's like, at least make it solid instead of hollow.
Yeah.
Oh geez, I just thought of something. Oh well. Yeah, I played a lot of like that. The original Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Like the World War II styles.
and
yeah.
All that.
I played that on PlayStation 2.
Those were a lot of fun.
That was I'll be honest,
That was back when it was really good.
Yeah, that gave me a lot of hope for Call of Duty. I was like, oh, it's gonna be, like, this is gonna be the best, especially Big Red 1.
I was gonna say their peak over the years were from the first, all the way from Call of Duty 4 to Call of Duty Black Ops, and then it just went...
Well, that's because,
in my opinion, anyway,
they suddenly focused entirely on multiplayer.
Yeah, it went from, hey, let's screw the story. Let's just do multiplayer.
Nobody cares about story.
And let's just do future stuff now because everybody's doing future stuff. Why not?
Why shouldn't we do future stuff?
Why not? Let's go to space now.
Did they really?
Yeah, they're going to space now. No one's buying it because no one cares because Battlefield 1 is taking over. Booyah! Anyways. Yeah.
I haven't gotten into Battlefield yet.
Oh, I love me some Battlefield.
And I need to. Honestly,
great game.
So I've missed out on a lot of more recent games because I've never been a big fan of the online stuff.
Yeah.
Like unless it's on PC.
Yeah.
Like if I can get me into some PC games, but as far as console online goes, it was all about the story for me. I'm one of those guys.
That's fair.
So Battlefield never really struck to me because the story doesn't mean much in that game.
No, I mean it has a story rarely, in all honesty, but you don't play it for the story. To be honest,
you play it for online.
Yeah, that's all I played. I played a lot of Bad Company too. A lot of Bad Company too. That was still my favorite one. Still one of the best ones in that entire series. So,
also one of the coolest things on PlayStation 2 is Red Faction.
Yeah,
a lot of Red Faction. Back before they got weird and lame.
Yeah. Back before they started focusing on physics.
Yeah. Once they went with the physics engine, they were like, we have this glorious physics engine, but it leaves us no room for content.
It's like, screw everything, physics.
The physics games are fun for just, like, getting angry and blowing stuff up, though.
Pretty much. Yeah. My dad loved it because he was like, hey, I can blow stuff up. Cool.
And then, I don't know what it was, but, like, I keep hoping that Call of Duty will make, like, a return around to the World War II stuff.
Yeah.
And then use, like, cool. all of this stuff they have, like, you know, the game engines, the physics engines, the quality that they can make now, and put it into, another World War II game.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like my feelings with Battlefield right now. They have hit so many different markets in the war series. You know, they've gone through World War II several times. They hit the Future Warfare one time. They hit the Modern Warfare. Yeah, it was not that great. Then we have the Modern Warfare. We had the Vietnam War. And now with Battlefield 1, we're going to World War 1. It's one of the few games that is doing that, other than maybe like Verdun, in my opinion. So
I'm
impressed.
That's what makes me want Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Is because I've never seen a game tackle World War 1 before.
It's treading different ground.
Yeah. It's like, okay, finally a game company that's actually trying something new.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, we're going to do the same thing as everybody else.
It's like, you know that war that everybody's heard about? Yeah, we're going to do that one too. Thank you for doing something different.
Yeah. So what about Xbox? Did you get into the first Xbox?
Yeah, I did. I played that more than PlayStation 2 because I got that before the PlayStation 2. I played Morrowind, so much Morrowind on the original Xbox. I spent way too much time in that game.
Oh yeah,
but that's fine. I love all of the Elder Scrolls.
That's actually and Bethesda has done something interesting where they have created a game series, 2 game series, both Fallout and the Elder Scrolls series. That
I will say, technically, they did not create the Fallout series, though.
Technically,
they picked it up.
They did,
but they did a great job picking it up.
They did do a great job picking it up. I credit them with the success of Fallout simply because, like, once they picked it up, I feel like that's really where it made itself amazing.
That's where I heard it out first. Fallout 3. Anyways,
Bethesda has made this weird ground of making a game that feels like an MMO, but it's a single player story.
Yeah.
So it's an RPG, but it feels like there should be, thousands of other people on the same playing field.
Yeah. And granted, they did attempt with Elder Scrolls Online. I'm glad it failed.
Has it really failed? Have we had enough time?
I would say not. No, I'm just harking on it because I don't want to share. I don't want to play with people when I play Elder Scrolls. Mm-hmm. Unless it's like some kind of local co-op.
Right.
I don't want to play with people. I want to enjoy this single player.
Yeah.
That's all it's been for me is single player, and that's what I want to enjoy with my Bethesda games.
Sure.
Most of them, anyways.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I've been interested, to see what happens, because there's two sides of people. I was like, oh, now I can play, Skyrim essentially.
Yeah.
Or, let's just go with Elder Scrolls, but with you and some of the other guys. But I never really gave thought to but it's going to be filled with hundreds of other trollers and frustrating.
That's my problem.
People.
Yeah, that's my problem. I mean, I don't mind that. I do get immersed in those games, and I love the world of those games. Elder Scrolls world is the world that I appreciate the most because I don't know why, but I've read up a lot on it. It's just something that I like.
Yeah.
So seeing people just run around in their underoos, it kind of just breaks it for me. I'm like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. So,
and then along with the Xbox came. I played the clone.
Republic Commando.
Yeah.
Yep, I played I played a lot of Republic Commando.
So much
I know I played that story at least 5 times through.
The thing that amazed me was that was the first Xbox game that had such superior graphics.
Yes.
The only thing I can think about that strikes that game to me, it had an amazing story. Don't get me wrong, but it had the best graphics.
It had some of the best graphics. It had some of the best AI of the time. Mm-hmm. In all honesty, your team was a team.
Yeah.
You could survive with your team, unlike most of these games today, where I wouldn't trust an AI teammate to save my own life. I'm looking at you, Payday.
Ooh, shots fired.
I'm just saying.
Well, that Left 4 Dead. The Left 4 Dead team is useless.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, and then I played a lot on Xbox.
Yeah.
Played a lot of Modern Warfare on it. Because that was the platform that I first got on the Modern Warfare kick, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Halo.
Yeah, a lot of Halo.
I have well over 500 hours into Halo 2.
I was gonna say some of the games that I know that really stuck out for me and my dad were the Lord of the Rings games.
Yeah,
that was what we played together. That was our co-op game.
I played that weird Marvel look-alike to the Lord of the Rings games, or it might have been DC. I remember it was the Fantastic Four game that attempted the Lord of the Rings scheme, and it did not work at all.
I forgot it existed.
Everyone forgets the Fantastic Four exist, or so they try.
Comics were great. Movies, no.
No, they haven't made a successful movie series yet.
And I hope they never touch it again. Give it back to Marvel.
And then I played a lot of gimmicky games.
Yeah,
if that makes sense on Xbox. Xbox had a lot of hey, this is a wacky idea, let's try it.
Yeah, I remember there was one game. I do not know the name of it to save my life, but it was something about Mini Coopers. I could drive a Mini Cooper around town. It was a racing game.
There was the Wild Taxi game.
Oh, Crazy Taxi. Yeah.
Crazy Taxi.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I played that quite a bit. I played at Adventure Island down the road too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there were a number of games that crossed both the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 platform that really hit I guess the adorable platform.
Yeah.
Like Banjo and Kazooie. Mm-hmm. Raven Rabbids.
Yeah.
Rayman, the whole Rayman series.
Yeah.
Tak.
Yeah, Tak and Power Juju.
Let's see. There was
a lot of games.
There were a lot of games that just hit that itch. That like this is cutesy and adorable, and I love it.
Yeah.
And it's also, unfortunately, PlayStation 2 is where both Crash Bandicoot and Spyro went to die.
Yeah, I agree. And Jak and Daxter.
And Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter was amazing up until the end of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. I was going to say it was a great series, and then they came up with a racing game. You go from an action platformer to a racing game. Come on.
Please don't.
Come on.
I mean, let's be real here. Even Crash Bandicoot did that, and they died.
Yeah.
It's the proverbial jumping the shark for video games.
Yeah.
Whenever a game turns into a racing game, then it's like...
I was going to say, the only series, well, not the only series, but the one series that stands out to me that has the most spin-offs, like random spin-offs, that is successful is Mario.
Mario.
You know,
yeah, because you can have Mario Kart.
You got Mario Kart, you got tennis, you got Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
You got Mario Party.
You got freaking, I think even Mario basketball game at one point.
Mario Golf.
They literally have everything for Mario.
I mean,
and it's still good.
And that's the thing is like Sony and even Microsoft have attempted to do that mascot theme that Nintendo has so successfully done.
Yeah.
And it's like
they have not.
They kind of fall on their face.
Yeah. I will say they don't have a mascot like a face like Mario. But in my opinion they have developer mascots.
Yeah.
You know, like for Sony it's more of, in my opinion, the Naughty Dog. You know, Naughty Dog, the Uncharted makers.
Yeah.
And then you have, you know, for Xbox, you know, of course, Bungie and 343 and, you know, all them. You know, they have their developer mascots.
Yeah.
You know, while Nintendo has their
mascot.
Literal mascot.
Because literally the only thing you can play on Nintendo is Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Just about. There are third-party developers, but not many.
Yeah. And I would have counted Konami in there, but I don't care about Konami anymore. I only care about Kojima. So, Kojima all the way. Kojima Project.
That's an entire episode in itself.
Yeah.
The story of the Konami-Kojima breakup. It was a messy breakup, too.
Yep, but hey, they're going to miss him when he's gone. He's going to go on to do and make great things.
Oh, yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. I know he will.
And then there was the GameCube.
Ooh, I played a lot of GameCube games.
So much GameCube.
Played a lot of GameCube games. I played 2 or 3 007 games on that. There was Nightfire and Agent Under Fire. Played both of them. Man, I played Animal Crossing. A lot of Animal Crossing.
A lot of Animal Crossing.
A lot of Harvest Moon.
A lot of Harvest Moon.
A lot of Harvest Moon.
iRobot.
That's where I played my first Metal Armor games.
Which one?
That was where I played my first Metal Armor
really?
games. Yep.
So yours was on the GameCube.
Started out on
Interesting. I wonder. I'll have to. We'll have to do this off camera, but we'll have to see like if there were differences in the play style.
Yeah. I mean the controller.
Yeah. You didn't have the dual.
Controller.
You didn't have the dual stick.
Well, you did. You had the C stick.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not as sensitive though.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and then on GameCube I played Smash Bros.
Of course.
And a lot of Smash Bros. Zelda. Because I played
Wind Waker.
A lot
of Wind Waker.
Whole lot of Wind Waker. As well as Twilight Princess. And then I played some Mega Man.
Yeah.
Some Pokemon. A lot of Mario. I played Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
On GameCube.
Put a lot of time.
So much fun that game falls into the adorable section. Like it was like it's just colorful. This game is colorful.
Never beat it, but it was fun to clean graffiti off the walls.
Yes, I like cleaning the graffiti. And then it also had its own space for a lot of games that like were not popular, but I really enjoyed, like Chibi Robo.
Yeah.
And there was another one, I think it was called like RoboCraft or RoboCubes or something like that, but it had like a Pokemon-esque battle style, but you had like this little robot in a cube that you could customize. So it was this weird like Pokemon Mega Man mashup, and I loved it, but I never remember what I did with it.
Yeah. So there's a game that I always think of, and I know I mentioned to you before. It's some kind of robot fighting shooter game or whatever. That was a lot of fun. I can picture the case in my head Just cannot picture the name.
Yeah.
So I know I still have it. So
there's a lot of games that I have like that.
Yeah.
And then, I had it and I lost. Oh, Metroid.
Yeah.
Metroid. Both the first and the second one.
I was gonna say that was one of the first person Metroids came out.
Yeah, that's true.
For the GameCube.
Not the first Metroid that's a woman though. A lot of people mistake that.
Yeah.
But I played Metroid Prime, and I played that story through about at least 4 times.
Yeah.
Probably more, if I had to guess. Mm-hmm. Just because I love in-depth worlds.
Yeah.
And which is why, Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls series as a whole is so immersive to me.
Yeah.
But Metroid Prime succeeded in a way that I didn't even realize, because you could scan everything.
Yeah.
Like, the whole world was scannable, and you could learn everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made it a point, like, every playthrough I got 100% scan on.
Yeah.
Just because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was also really hard, because you had to scan all the bosses,
mm.
which was a pain.
Yeah, that does not sound like fun.
But yeah, so, I mean, and then you get into the 360 with things like, you get into more Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You get into stuff like the Uncharted series.
Mm-hmm. Well, Uncharted is for PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was PS3. Sorry. Which one? There's a lookalike for Xbox, isn't there? Or similar? I don't know. You get into Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And more Halo.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was going to say, my favorites for that, the ones that stand out for me the most, are the Mass Effect series, because I've played a lot of Mass Effect. Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
Let's see.
Because Revolver was on the PlayStation 2, and I loved it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then there was... Man, I cannot think of it right now. Go on.
I mean,
brain crashed just now.
And I think we'll probably wrap up in just a second. But that's also where the gaming, I made my switch into PC.
Yeah,
was at the end of the Xbox train.
Same.
Just because I started getting more content out of that. I had more enjoyment.
I was gonna say I got my Xbox when I was 12. That's when I started getting into PC gaming.
Yeah.
So I've been going almost 10 years strong on PC. Hey.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, I think we'll wrap it up here.
All right.
If you guys are watching this, make sure you check out the main episode, which I'll put the link in the description. And also, let me know if this is something you like, where we have kind of like a post-show rambling where we get to talk about whatever we want. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on Geekstreet Cafe.